special case, and D is 500 because I'm skipping ahead now. So I had 2 fails, so let's do this. So D is 500, CD is 400. It works, so let's try what, 405. So it should be CDV. Yay! Okay, so you can go ahead and complete the test cases for all the special cases that we have in the Roman numeral world. So, but before we finish, I think we can still refactor this a bit because I see a lot of duplication here. And I think I can just do def, convert number, and I'll just put this here, the number, and I'll just do convert this to this. Ouch. See if it works. Still works, I guess. Yep. So what else do you think we can convert again? Refactor again. I think maybe this, because I see like duplications, and maybe I can put it to something like this in a table, but I think we are not going to, because if you do this and when you run the rig file and something breaks, you have the error on the same line of code, which is sometimes hard for you to debug. Well, this is an easy example, but if you have a big example, then this is going to be a problem. So before we finish, I will show you Jim's GitHub. Hope you can see the URL. And it's github.com/Jim Weirich. This is the RSpec given gem, and you can see it here, the RSpec given gem. There's a given and then there's a when. You can have a look at it when you need to do that. And also you go to repository, then there's the presentation, Kata, and the analysis here, which you can see the PDF and the source file with the solution. And let's quickly just go through the PDF file, and we can wrap this up. So, okay, let's open this up. Okay, now, oops. I hate preview. Okay, so what we did was we tried to do a Roman numeral converter, and we did a kata. And we must know where to start, right? Because we started with what? We started with a stub of the class. And also we started with a stub that tells us that we have all the basic things set up. So things like converter should not be nil, convert.convert should not be nil, so we know that our function exists. And then we start our first test case, which is 1. And then we need to know where to continue. So the basic idea is that the new test should give us new knowledge to solve the problem. So one ice, we need to then solve for multiple ice. That's why we do 2, because we have multiple ice. And then the test actually drive the solution, where we have a solution which gives us multiple ice. And then let the solution drive the test. Then we handle the V's, right? Handle the V's. And yeah, I think we skipped this step. And then we didn't even do this step. So what Jim did was he refactored here into something that has string concatenation and return the result. So we need to get rid of the else. Well, yeah, he did refactor quite early, which I think in our kata we should do that. So then he handled X, right? And then know what to skip is what we talked about just now. We skip forward because this is a special case. It's not appending behind, but it's appending in front. So when we solve that, we solve that by treating it as a special glyph. So, and then we arrived at something like this. And then what we did was we refactor it into something like this. And then did the conversion table. And then we refactor the spec file. And then we said that, well, probably, yeah, this is why we need to refactor it, because if we change this function name to a different function name, then we have to change 20 lines of code, but now we only need to change one. And then we talked about how to leave things in duplication. So because if we use the conversion table and then we refactor it somewhere else into something like this, which will work, but you won't understand this as easy as the other conversion table. Same as the specs, we shouldn't put this and do this because your error will be all in the same line. So then, yeah, we didn't cover this, but there are a lot of edge cases in the Roman numeral converter. For example, well, this is a test that you can test, and this is the largest number you can get in the Roman numeral converter. And we didn't talk about 0, so what should 0 be? Should it be an empty string, or should it be nil? Should it be false? Well, the answer depends on your problem set. So if your function needs to be returning false, then it should be false. But if we return nothing, then actually it will just work. Now my phone's ringing, so I think that's it. So please give me any feedback, and please do check out Code Kata resources, and thank you for your time.